Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing fabulous. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm here to do my 20 and 21 week pregnancy update. So I missed a week simply because it wasn't a lot to update y'all on, and I don't be wanting y'all to come on here and watch a 30-second video. So I decided to combine the 2 weeks and share all of the updates from 20 and 21 weeks. So when we think about baby and his size, he is between the size of a really large banana and a sweet potato. So he's getting super big. He's about 10.5 inches long. So he's growing. His coordination is getting better. And last video, I talked about me feeling flutters. Now, like, I literally feel kicks and like big movements because he's growing up. So I am feeling a lot bigger movements, and I'm really excited about that. Reading the What to Expect website, the biggest development is that the baby is developing more blood cells, and he is starting to drink amniotic fluid, and basically he's just packing on the pounds to get ready to be born. I mean, obviously all of his systems are still continually developing and growing and all of those things, but the biggest thing that he's doing is moving, growing, and sleeping. That sounds like what I'm doing too, moving, growing, and sleeping. But speaking of moving, growing, and sleeping, on the What to Expect website, they talk about at 21 weeks, a lot of women start to notice stretch marks, and they start to see changes in their bodies, like in their breasts, the line on their stomach, and things like that. I do have stretch marks like in my hip area, but I've never developed stretch marks in my stomach area from any pregnancy, and I've never used like any cream or anything. After I get out the shower, I may put some lotion on my belly. I might, but it's not something that's like in my routine. And I think that stretch marks are a natural part of life. Most women have them, whether they've had a baby or not, because it just shows that you gained some weight and then you lost some. So that's not a big deal for me, but it does say that some women experience this and they notice this. And for me, as far as like symptoms that I've developed or that I've noticed between 20 and 21 weeks, I don't think I have any new symptoms. I have been doing something that I should not be doing, which is eating later at night. And I noticed that when I eat late at night, it's really hard for me to sleep because, one, the food is just sitting like in my chest and my stomach, and I'm not being active, so it's not moving anywhere. So I really have to consciously train myself to stop eating late night, especially if the baby wakes up and then like I'm awake now. I sometimes go and get a snack, and that snack sometimes is a whole meal. So I need to stop doing that. And I noticed on the site they talk about making sure that when you're pregnant that every meal counts and that they are meals that don't have like empty calories. And I'm guilty of having snacks, I wouldn't say meals, but definitely large snacks that are just like empty calories, like chips and stuff like that. So I really have to get myself together, but I have been drinking water and staying hydrated, which is great. I did experience some swelling in my feet. I've never had like anything wrong with my blood pressure, it being high or it being low, but I was doing my hair and I was sitting up like this for like over an hour just with like my feet dangling, and then when I got up to stand up, I was like, wait a second, something feels weird, and my feet had swollen a little bit. As soon as I laid down and put my feet up, everything was fine, but that is something that I did experience between week 20 and 21. Like I said, I've never had any issues with my blood pressure, so it's not like a big red flag for me. Swollen feet and limbs are something that is common in pregnancy, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you're retaining water or you have a high blood pressure or things like that, but that is something that I have experienced. Since I have pregnancy brain and I didn't get a chance to watch my last video, I don't know if I mentioned that I am now taking vitamin D. So I did blood work, everything came back fine except that my vitamin D was low. So my midwife suggested that I order some and start taking them daily. So I ordered the Nature Made brand, and I just take 1 tablet per day, and it has 2,000 IUs of vitamin D, which is 50 mcgs, and I just take 1 of these every day. Most people, most black folks have low vitamin D, and I think in the age of COVID, a lot of people have low vitamin D as well, because you get most of it from the sun, and a lot of us are not going outside. We are not, sunbathing and, catching some rays, because we're literally in the house. So yeah, I've been taking these vitamin D tablets along with my prenatal pills. I also recently had my anatomy scan. The anatomy scan is basically where they look at every single part of the baby's body to make sure everything is growing and developing the way that it should be. I have to go back for a follow-up from my anatomy scan because they weren't able to see some of his limbs and things on the left side of his body. So I don't know the results. The technician did say that everything looked fine, but they scheduled the follow-up just so that they could see the other side of his body. And I feel like every time there's like a follow-up or they can't see something or he's not the right position, I get kind of nervous. But I'm gonna rest my nerves and trust God that he is fine and go to my follow-up, and that will be that. I also have a scheduled fetal echo exam. They recommended that I take this exam because I'm old, I guess, but not because I'm old, because I'm 35. So anyone who's 35 or above, they recommend that you take this exam, and it basically sends like a sound, a vibration, and they're able to see like how the chambers of the baby's heart are working, and if they're, all there and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna have that exam next week. I am not really nervous about it. I've read about it. It's nothing that's like invasive. They just put it on your abdomen and they conduct the exam like that. So that will happen next week. And I also have an appointment with my midwife next week. So I have 3 doctor's appointments next week. So my next pregnancy update will be filled with information from these 3 appointments that I can share with you and update you guys with. One other update, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but we purchased a cradle for the baby. So I turned 20 weeks and I was like, you know what? I haven't bought anything for the baby. I am going to purchase something for my child. Another thing that prompted me to purchase this is because I've had my eye on this cradle. Like, I knew that I wanted a cradle or a round crib, but then I thought about like the round crib and like finding sheets and how expensive it would be, and I was just like, that's just not my stilo. So I went and ordered the cradle. I believe it's the Dream on Me cradle. It came from Amazon. It was about $103. And Amazon, they have like this thing now where they tell you how many of the items are left. And it was like, there are only 10 of these left. Order soon. And I was like, okay. So that was my excuse as well, that there aren't that many left, so I have to order it. But it is gray. I'm going to try to keep the theme of his like little nursery nook, gray, black, white, with a few pops of color, not too much. And I think it'll blend in well with our bedroom. I've also cleared out the whole section of this room over here. You see this little black thing that's sticking up? That's actually his car seat. I did not purchase a new car seat. This is the 1-year-old's car seat. So follow me. This was a 1-year-old's car seat, which is just a Chico key fit car seat. So she's not using that anymore. She has graduated to the Graco Forever car seat that we have. So we bought a Graco Forever car seat for our 4-year-old when she was born, and that was her car seat from the very beginning. And we changed it to a booster, a high back booster, a no back booster, and it's just, the Graco Forever car seat is huge. It's really, really big. And I thought it would be better served for the 1-year-old. So what we did is we put the Graco Forever car seat back together because it was was a booster. So now it's back together as a regular rear facing car seat. The 1-year-old uses that, and we bought a high back booster, which is a lot more compact. It's also still a Graco brand car seat. It has really great reviews. So now the 4-year-old is in the high back Graco car seat. The 1-year-old is in the Graco Forever car seat, and the infant will be in this Key Fit car seat when he is born. So all the kids have car seats, and all of that is together and squared away, and I'm really feeling good about the progression of this pregnancy, and it's starting to feel more real. Like, the weeks that I have left now are in the teens. Like, he's going to be born in 4 months. In 4 months, we are going to be a family of 6. That is a lot of people. But I feel really blessed and I'm excited. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. Please make sure that you comment below with any questions that you have about pregnancy, parenting, motherhood. I will definitely answer any of those questions. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, you like this video, you follow me on my social media, and you also visit my blog. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.